Salutations everyone, welcome to part 5 of my Super Smash Bros. 4 character roster analysis review. Today I'm going to go over 8 more characters, cite the differences between Smash games, and an overall review of those characters. Jigglypuff is a 4-timer that has seen a lot of changes from game to game. Jigglypuff's crouch has changed. Not only is it one of the lowest in the game, but the Jigster can crouch much faster out of shield compared to previous titles, which can set up for a perfect jump rest. Jigglypuff's rest is much better than its supremely nerfed Brawl iteration, and while it doesn't do as much damage as in Melee, unfortunately, it can still kill around 50 to 60%. Jigglypuff's neutral B is multi-hit now, and not as powerful, but still as effective as ever as a recovery move. There have also been changes to Jigglypuff's aerials. The Puff's back air is a force to be reckoned with. It does 14 damage and combos into itself and kills incredibly early. Forward air is stronger and good for spacing. Neutral air is stronger as well, and down air is harder to get out of with the absence of DI and is great for shield pressure. After so many nerfs in Brawl, it looks like Jigglypuff is back to fighting form, performing very well offstage and smacking down on those who don't take the Puff seriously. Don't sleep on him, cause Jigglypuff will put you to rest. Rating: better. Greninja is very good at everything, but not great at most. His ground game, air game, throws, projectiles, and recovery are all competitive, but nothing to rely on. What you need to do with this character to combat this is to constantly change things up according to your opponent's weaknesses. Greninja doesn't have a good combo game, but not one of the worst, as he has great punishing, gimping, and pushing. His up aerial attack is devastatingly effective, as it lingers and presents multiple hitboxes, and is also an effective kill move, but won't always hit. Other good moves are his forward and neutral aerial attacks. His side special Shadow Sneak is very effective, as your opponent is hard pressed to read it and can't punish it very well as long as you do not spam it. Repeat, do not spam Shadow Sneak. It's a secret weapon and should be rarely used to maintain effectiveness. Many of his attacks will have some startup, but not too much to be easily punishable, and some of his moves will auto-cancel upon landing. Like in Pokemon, his Water Shuriken is very useful, as the longer you charge it, the slower it travels, and the less it travels, but hits harder, and when fully charged hits 5 times and can kill off stage. His up special is fantastic. It's like Pikachu's quick attack, except his water pumps have push boxes, which can be very useful for gimping and edge guarding purposes. Greninja is fast and will always have an edge on your opponent in some respect. He's got good range and good coverage. His utility is one of the highest in the game, so don't be predictable, as none of his moves are bad, except for his counter, as it's the second worst in the game and easily punishable. He can be played many different ways, and like Protean, adapting to the situation. Rating: Special Sweeper. Good. What first started out as a toy turned into quite the competitor in Smash Bros. Rob has a few changes from his Brawl iteration, but is no sophomore slump. The strength of Rob's laser is indicated by the light on his head. At full charge, the attack does 17% and decent knockback. Rob's side special is especially better here, as it's good for shield pressure and it reflects projectiles. Rob's throw game is decent, with his up throw his best and kills around 150%. Rob's gyro, while unchanged in how it works, is weaker than it was in Brawl. It remains still one of his most useful attacks for racking up damage and setting up combos, or for faking out your opponent. Rob's Nair is also no longer a kill move, now more of an anti-juggle move to protect Rob while airborne. You can down throw into up air as an easy combo and guaranteed damage, and up air kills at 135%. His forward smash also has changes as well, as you can no longer angle it, but is still one of his most effective kill moves. Rob's up air kills and down air spikes with a huge hitbox, but only if it connects at the beginning of the attack. This can be done more reliably with the use of the gyro for free spike setups. His smash attacks are good, with his up smash killing at 85% charged, 119 uncharged, and his side smash killing at 88% charged, 141 uncharged. Rob's attacks overall have less range than before, but come out faster, and his tilts do more damage, with his projectiles taking a hit in knockback. He is now more or less of a camper and more of an overall all-around fighter than before. Rating: better. Guess who's back? Back again. Ness is back and he has a lot of small changes. You can still no longer double jump cancel with Ness, but his aerials will now send him upwards, giving you the same effect. PK Thunder is incredibly strong and useful like always. If you can guide it properly, it's an incredibly useful move for recovery, juggling, and killing in its second form. His back throw is one of the strongest in the game, killing around 100%. Ness of course still has great aerials, all of which can kill. Ness's forward air, while not good on damage, combos into itself and is great for offstage pursuits. Down air spikes, albeit harder to hit than most other spikes in the game. Down smash and up smash are useful now as kill moves, giving Ness more options to kill and punish with. Ness's forward smash has a few changes. It has more knockback and reflects projectiles, but is slower and has less priority and less range than before. PK Fire sets up for easy combos and PK Flash kills pretty early. Ness has one of the better edge guarding arsenals in the game with his forward air, back air, PK Fire, PK Flash, and PK Thunder. He's a difficult character to get used to with his floaty jumps especially, which are great for combos but leave him very vulnerable when coming down to the stage, and of course PK Thunder is not exactly the easiest way to recover. Ness can be harder to use than most, but if you can pull him off right, he can be a monster in Smash. Rating: better, if you're good enough. Captain Falcon is still Captain Falcon, so he's awesome. Falcon Punch is the most devastating attack in 13 known universes, and he's even spun it off as his own restaurant chain called Falcon Lunch. But being so awesome comes at a cost this time around, as many of his moves have been given more lag time, including his famous Knee of Justice forward air and his down air attacks. The Knee of Justice now has 30 frames of lag and is now a straight up kill move, and kills at lower percentages than most other kill moves in the game, as early as 70 to 80%. The rest of his aerials are still a shining example of what the F-Zero champ can do. His Nair and up air are great combo moves, with his back air being a good kill move, down air spiking very nicely, and the aforementioned fair bringing justice to the world of Smash. The almighty Falcon Punch got a buff in speed and power. Not that this change we'll see how often we see it in competitive, but when we do, it'll be awesome. Like this.
Yet again. There it is. Oh, but no, Falcon that heavy. Oh!
Captain's side special Raptor Boost has also been given a buff, with a bigger knockback, killing around 120% when fresh. Another buff given to him was his dash attack, which now has increased knockback and hit stun. Captain Falcon also maintains a good grab game, with good range and combo potentials. By far the most useful in this regard is his down throw. The Captain has strong aerials, a fair ground game, but nothing at long or mid range. He remains a fast combo heavy character that needs to get in your opponent's face. So overall, more lag time than Melee, but much better than Brawl. Rating: better. A newcomer to Smash is Villager from the Animal Crossing series and is quite the good character. He, or she, as you can choose, has an eclectic array of attacks and possesses some of the best recovery moves in the game in both his special forward and special up, granting you top tier vertical and horizontal recovery. Villager has a good juggle game with very large disjointed hitboxes and frame traps that are very frustrating to go up against. His neutral special attack allows you to pocket any projectile or item and store for use to use against your opponent when you see it best fit, dealing 1.5 times damage, and also has a huge grab range as well, grabbing in front, above, or behind the character. The Villager can pocket Bowser Jr.'s Mecha Koopa, Diddy's Banana, Wario's Bike, Rob's Gyro, Wii Fit Trainer Soccer Ball, and Pac-Man's Fruits, in which case those characters will no longer be able to use those attacks until either Villager dies or until the item is pocketed for more than 30 seconds at once, which can be refreshed by simply taking the item out and pocketing again. Not only that, but Villager is invincible for most of the entire animation. This move gives great utility outside of pocketing items, as you can protect yourself from any attack when you most need it. Villager has a strong neutral game with very fast aerials and large amount of disjointed hitboxes on almost all of his attacks. Rating: total asshole. In a good way. Captain Olimar and his Pikmin return with a whole lot of changes. First of all, you can only have 3 Pikmin this time around instead of 5. Color-coded, red Pikmin are fire with the second highest damage and knockback on his smash attacks and the lowest damage in grabs. Yellow Pikmin are electric with larger hitbox and longer hit stun. Blue Pikmin are water and provide the only reliable kill throw of the Pikmin with his up throw. White Pikmin do more damage when thrown with the side special attack and provide the longest grab range of the Pikmin. Purple Pikmin provide the strongest attacks in terms of damage and knockback, but has the shortest range. Olimar's Pikmin will always come out in this fixed order, and the red, yellow, and blue are resistant to the elements they represent. When attached to an enemy, Pikmin will also do less damage than they did in Brawl. They can, however, wall out projectiles from your enemy if they are attached to them. Olimar's up special will change depending on how many Pikmin Olimar has following him. The less Pikmin he has, the faster and more distance Olimar can recover. Olimar's smash attacks are technically projectiles, so they can be reflected back at him, which is a major downer in Olimar's arsenal, but if not reflected, his smashes are quick and have very good knockback, providing some of the earliest on-stage kills in the game. Olimar's down special still has super armor, but only in the beginning frames of the move, so it's harder to time without practice. His down special will also shuffle the order of the Pikmin, should you want one in particular in front. Overall, Olimar is great at camping out your opponent, racking up fast damage, and punishing their approach. Rating: I'm not too sure. All I know is I like him better than he was in Brawl. After starting the health-crazed video game genre, Wii Fit Trainer has made her introduction into Smash. Wii Fit Trainer has an interesting jab. The first jab will hit on both sides of the trainer. The forward attack cycles into a jab combo that grounds opponents, while the back jab is a great get-off-me move. Wii Fit Trainer has great ground speed, great jumps, and one of the fastest air dodges in the game recovery-wise. It's important to note that Wii Fit Trainer's up special gains height if you mash the B button after inputting the move. The back leg of her down air spikes and kicks into effect quicker than most other spikes in the game. Wii Fit Trainer's neutral special, Sun Salutation, is not as strong as other charged projectiles in the game, but is useful as a projectile can be charged mid-air, good for baiting, and can kill. Her down special, Deep Breathing, will heal a % or 2 off Wii Fit Trainer and increase damage to 1.125 base damage and 1.2 times base knockback on all of her attacks, but only lasts for 8 seconds, so use it wisely, since overusing it slows the animation significantly, making it useless. Deep Breathing will also stall her in the air, mixing up her stage landing options, which are minimal. Wii Fit Trainer's up smash is a good kill move with super armor during the attacking frames, and down smash is good as a defensive and offensive move, as she crouches down under many would-be attacks and then hits on both sides with major kill potential. While Wii Fit Trainer has a lot of different options of attack, there are not many standouts, and her landing game and powerful moves are quite punishable. Rating: meh. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to watch the first 4 episodes of this series and stay tuned for next week where the final installment starts with Shulk.